Hi everyone, my name is Kintsugi. Welcome to my channel. I promised everyone that I would make an update on the things that have been going on. So I had to get a tooth emergency pulled out. It was causing a lot of problems for me, and it didn't really hurt, but I also have a really high pain tolerance. But now that it's out, a lot of things have been working better in my body that I wouldn't have expected come from one tooth. So I guess it was causing a lot of really bad problems and need to go. But everything's going a lot better, and I was doing a lot of work while I was resting in bed the last couple days. So one of the things is that we got me put into this cute doll version of me, and I'm still working on the kinks and stuff because I'm not really used to this sort of thing, and it doesn't really want to behave well for my eyes, if you can tell by my blinking issues. But well, I guess since I keep blinking all silly in this form, it's kind of distracting me. So give me 1 second. Boo. Well, anyway, so I guess this is my skull. We're still working on finding the bits and pieces for everything. But, anyway, what I was saying is that, having my tooth pulled out has helped me quite a lot, and, I'm feeling a lot better now that it's been a few days, but I still am being careful with what I eat. Well, I don't like talking too much about myself, so it's really hard for me to tell stories about myself because I don't know, I kind of need other people to bounce stories off in order for me to come up and say my own things. But in any case, so what was a good thing about going to the dentist was that I had a newer person there, and he had never seen a situation like mine. So he had asked and talked to the person that was there, or the senior that was there, and they worked together as a learning experience to get it out. So I wasn't really scared, and I didn't really feel anything. But they did a really excellent job, and they were really impressed with my tooth, I guess. I guess humans must not have teeth with roots as long as my teeth have. So apparently dentists find that really cool, because they were all kind of looking at it like it was a diamond or something when they got it out. So yeah. But it was pretty smooth for a procedure, but they were worried that there was going to be surgery. They thought maybe it was bad enough that they were going to have to, I don't want to gross people out. They were worried that they were going to have to cut my gums open to do surgery on my mouth, but thankfully that wasn't the case and everything went smoothly. So now that I've been recovering, it's a bit embarrassing for me to say this, but out of my character, I am a bit chubby and stuff, and I was gaining weight kind of badly, and I didn't know why, and nothing I was doing was making it go down, so I was getting pretty stressed out about it. But the crazy thing is that after getting it pulled, I had weighed myself this morning and I had lost 13 pounds overnight compared to what my weight was yesterday. And then from when I weighed myself this morning, I decided to weigh myself again later because I still hadn't eaten anything really except for a little bit of broth, and I was just curious. And I ended up finding that I lost 3 more pounds, and I haven't even been doing anything but laying around and drinking water and stuff. I don't really drink that much soda. I mostly drink water and electrolyte drinks that have no sugar in it. So I was extremely surprised to see that. So I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not an expert on it, but it seems like my tooth was causing something strange going on. And even now I'm noticing that my voice feels less rough, and usually what I feel is like it's like feeling like my throat has a like somebody's choking me all the time is how it was always feeling, and now it doesn't feel like that anymore. So my voice feels a bit rough still, and I can hear that it still has a bit of that scratchy tone to it. But especially when I was first getting ready to record this, it didn't sound like how I'm used to sounding at all. So that was pretty cool. But other than that, to update, I guess I have this model, which is really cool, and the little chibi me, and I have another one, and a couple actually, but you'll see them in the future. But these are give me 1 second. I have to remember the name. I'm not very good with remembering names. Okay, so this and the chibi model and a couple of my other models that are new, and I have some hands that have some controllers now, so that I'm playing control on a controller while we're playing together. All of those, and the other model I haven't shown yet, but I guess I can show you guys. Give me 1 second. So this is a model for using as a pen. When you click, it clicks down and stuff. And you can customize it to a bunch of different things, but I got all set up to be nice and cherry blossomed. And it tilts wherever you tilt, so I thought that was cool. And then I can be a mimic now, just like how I was voice acting for the mimic in Fantasy Life. And I have hearts for eyes, and sparkly eyes, and stars for eyes, and a tongue. My tongue is purple. So, yeah. These are my new models. And of course, I'm still going to be the other Oni and stuff. But, so anyway, these are what I have right now. And I wanted to share them. The artist is pretty cool. And I like the stuff that he makes. So, yeah. Anyhow, like I said, I'm not very good at this, and we've already gone for a while. So, along with the update, I had some things to show. So, this is Sanvo, the one that I got the stuff from. So, this is his pens, and as I said, you can, make them all whatever you want and whatever colors you want that suits you. And there's moon and flower, star, heart, and snowflake. And you can make these clouds go away too, so it's pretty cool. He also has this kind of pen study file thing and some hair physics study files. And then here's the skull. I can do this eye wiggly thing and stuff too. I just haven't yet. But, so Skull the Mimic, you can get a Jester hat if you want. You can get all these different animal hands. He also has hair that you can put on your VTubers and head boppers and heart eyes and Santa hat. And this is the Chibi doll. You can, edit her however. And then cute pumpkin hat for Halloween time. Final Fantasy 14 assets. This is his old controller style, I guess. And this creature here, which is pretty cute. And Final Fantasy, that must be 14 also. Goodies for your VTuber. And Pancake. Ooh, she's very cute. She's a bear girl. So yeah, so that's him, and feel free to follow him and support him and whatnot. He makes these really cool things, and he releases shorts on YouTube a lot. And now off to my page. So I added some things to my page that I hadn't added before. So this is in my description for how you can come here and follow here if you want. You don't have to, and even if you want to donate, you can donate $1 or whatever. I don't like asking people for donations too much, because even though it would help me, I'm just not very good at it. So my page doesn't have a lot on it, but I did make some memberships for everyone. So we got tier 1, which is $3. I'm getting a special notebook, and it's basically going to be like an autograph book for me, but the autographs are going to be you guys. So I have a label printer for my fish store and a bunch of golden shiny stickers. So whenever you become one of these. I'll put your name on a sticker, and I'll put your rank, and I'll stick it in the notebook. That way I can carry it around, and instead of writing your name on a door or something like I've seen Twitch streamers do, I can actually carry you guys with me wherever I go, and it feels a lot more special with me to have you guys in like a family ledger kind of thing. So for this one, you'll get your name printed onto a golden sticker that will be placed in the Kintsugi clan's Onikai roll call, which is basically the Oni family roll call from what I understand. Notebook, which is physical proof that you are part of my family, and you get the whole page, the front and the back, to yourself, as well as access to supporter-only updates, including any details on when I'm moving places, fish updates, things like that. And you don't get to know where I move, though, so nice try on that. You just get to know updates on when I'm moving and things like that. And you get a shout out on X, YouTube, and Rumble through my videos and my tweets and things, and my posts. So social media shout out and all that. The tier 2 one, so this is, I gotta edit that, silly me, I forgot. So the golden hearts are like recruits, and the tier 2 is my captains. And as a Kintsugi clan captain, you are the Aneki or Aneki of the clan. For anyone who doesn't know, Aneki is big brother and Aneki is big sister in the Yakuza kind of style. Just wanted to let people know in case they were unaware and wanted to know, so they don't have to go searching for it. But I do encourage people to research things and learn on their own, because it's important to learn more and to grow. So, your page in the Onikai roll call will receive a second sticker that states your this rank, and a handmade drawing in your page, which is a doodle, really, because Mama ain't the best artist. I'm okay at doing art, but not like anything amazing like other people are. But I'll do my best. Or whatever you want your family symbol to be. It can be like a snail or an oni horn or a koi fish, you name it, and Mama will try to draw it. You also get a shout out on social media, so even if you're a recruit and then you become a captain, I will still say, hey, this person became a captain, stuff like that. And then you also get behind the scenes updates, and you get other exclusive content and shout outs and behind the scene things, so on and so forth. And then tier 3 is Kintsugi's Heroes. That one's $25 a month, and there's only 30 places for it. Only 30 may rise to the rank of hero at a time. These are Mama's sworn champions, the eternal protectors of the Kintsugi clan. As one of Kintsugi's heroes, you are the eternal champion of this clan. Your name is in the sacred Onikai roll call and will receive a full page dedicated to your honor, as in I can draw and write and do such things on that page. With a gold sticker, blossoms, and flourishes to mark your hero status. I'll make it all nice and special, showing that you're one of my heroes. There'll be a personalized thank you note or message written directly in the roll call by Mama. You get sneak peeks of future projects and creative work before anyone else does. And a hero shout out during streams and videos. Your loyalty will be spoken into legend. I still have to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do for that. And in the future, I will be making clan pins. I have the design is this. It's our family design. I just have to find the right people to make it so that it's made 3D and nice like this. So, you get a complimentary clan pin mailed to you as a symbol of your eternal place in the Kintsugi family and recognition as one of the eternal protectors of the Kintsugi clan. You get exclusive content, you get the social media shout out, behind the scenes, exclusive requests, and the pin. So, I just want to share that because before I just had where you can donate and whatnot. I think $5 might be their smallest amount. I'm not sure. I have to figure that out. I'm still learning all this stuff. But anyway, and then I have a goal here. So if you want to help with that, feel free. But you don't have to. I just want to share all this so that you could see the updates of things. And I also post some of my pictures here. But I often forget about this site because they don't have an app, and it would be easier for me to remember if there was an app. So anyhow, so that's enough of that. Okay, so I wanted to also do this, which is how I can show the Rumble people my fish tank, because I don't put my shorts on Rumble. So technically the fish tank thing is partially exclusive to YouTube because I haven't been putting up any full videos of the tank, so I wanted to share that and my little carnivorous plant bog with all my Kodama friends in it. It's doing pretty well. Everything's got sticky do and seems very happy. This is my yellow skeleton Butonia, and this is one of my shrimp nano tanks. It's 2 gallons. This is the other one. The pearl weed's growing a little slower in there. And this is my humidity bin that has all of my carnivorous plants and some Futonia cuttings in it. A couple of the plants look kind of rough, but I had just gotten them like a week ago, so they're getting adjusted. It's 2 sundews there. And now I decided that so one of the things I had a craving for while I have been recovering is crab ragoons for some reason, which is very unfortunate because you're not supposed to eat crunchy stuff. So I've been having to think of ways to do that. So I decided that I was going to make crab ragoon soup and see how that was going to work out. And so I decided to make a little cooking with Kintsugi video. I'm gonna narrate it now. I was just taking the videos before. So, yep. So here we go. So first you want to put the heat on medium and then pour in 2 cartons of chicken broth. And it's kind of an awkward camera angle because my phone was being a little silly, but once you get the 2 things of chicken broth in there, it's gonna start looking a bit like grandma's soup from like Wind Waker. So in goes the second one. Also, I'm usually pretty good at making soup and things like that, so I really didn't mind making a new type of homemade soup because I have a ton of soup recipes. Okay, we're finishing up putting that in, and then you want to put in 1 can of golden mushroom soup, Campbell's or whatever you can find, just some kind of mushroom broth. And so I'm gonna pause it there. For some reason, some of my videos I took got lost. So there was a video of me stirring in the mushroom soup and stuff, but for some reason that's not here, and I don't know why. But so as you can see, it's all mixed together and has this kind of nice color to it. I also added in a little bit of salt, and now we're gonna add in 2 blocks of cream cheese. And you probably don't want a low sodium cream cheese, you probably just want it regular cream cheese. I might mess with it a little bit. And it's got that pretty color right now, but it's gonna take a while for the cream cheese to melt down, especially because mine wasn't totally soft. I had just gotten back from the grocery store with it. So once it starts mixing up more, it's not going to look as pretty because it's going to be a weird color. But now it's starting to loosen up and get a little bit chunkier. There's some mushrooms floating around in it from the soup. I know that crab ragoons don't have mushrooms. So, there were also 2 other videos that for some reason disappeared on me. One is that this is canned crab. I had gotten 2 cans of pink bumblebee pink crab. And what you want to do is you want to open them up and squeeze out as much of the juice as you possibly can. And then when you're taking it out, sometimes there's like 2 pieces of parchment paper, one on top and one on bottom. So you want to be careful not to just dump the whole thing right into the pot. Otherwise you'll have parchment paper in there. The other thing is that you really want to chop it up like I did and then look through it, because since it is crab, it has a risk of there being crab shells in it since it's real crab. So you just want to be really careful with that. And then you just kind of dump it in there. And the other thing it didn't show is I had 2 things of imitation crab also. And you want to kind of crumble those up so that you get the imitation crab chunks, and then you just kind of use your hands to squish them all into little pieces so that you can throw it in there and it's not an issue. And then you want to cook it for about 8 minutes like it's showing on here. So then after that, I had also chopped up a bunch of onions, and for some reason it didn't show that either. So I'm sorry. I was trying to make it a cooking with Kintsugi thing and make it fun, but technology is sometimes a pain in the butt. But so there was spring onions I cut up, and then I had also added in a few seasonings. I added in some garlic powder, and I was supposed to add an onion powder, but I didn't have onion powder. I just had minced onions, so I had added those in instead. I had added in premium dark soy sauce, and you just need just a little bit because it's pretty strong, but you can add it to flavor. I also added in Worcestershire sauce. Just a little bit of that is very good in cream soups. Then you mix it in real good. And I had also added in a teaspoon of... That was showing that you let it cook down the rest of the way. So I added in a teaspoon of raw sugar because crab rangoons are usually sweet, and this was not very sweet when I had eaten some of it. And then you add in one of those big containers of cream, and this makes a pretty big amount, so if you're not making a big amount, you're gonna want to make less. But I had to cook for the future, so I cooked it up and then have some that I'm going to be putting in the freezer so that I have something to eat for a while. So then once you get it all mixed up, it's all nice and creamy, and that's about it. It's pretty easy to cook. I kind of just made it as I was going with a little help from internet. And then what I did later was I ended up blending it up into a bisque kind of thing to spread the flavors around, as you can see by this picture here. Let's get back to that. So that was after I had blended it up and it was all smooth, and that was to kind of spread the flavor around. I was curious and used ChatGPT to look up a question that my friends at Stewdio had asked, and they had asked if you could turn this into crab rangoon filling after it's been souped. And I'm not sure how well it would work, but chat said that if you add more cream cheese into it and maybe a little bit of sour cream until it's about cheesecake batter thickness, that it should work for making into actual deep fried crab rangoon. Or you can eat it like a dip, he said. So that was neat to learn about. But so that was cooking with Kintsugi. So anyway, that's all that I have for today. I just wanted to share that with you. I know this is getting out pretty late. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Hopefully in the next week I'll be all healed up and everything will be a lot better. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry if this was a long and goofy video. Love you guys. Bye bye. Let's reunite in our next video.